Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to another edition of Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. Look us up on our various social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you're probably watching us right now on our YouTube channel. And for live game coverage, be sure to visit our newest partner, flowhockey.tv. Sign up for a monthly or season pass today. Coming into the weekend, Ferris State, Lake State, and Minnesota State were up top of the standings with 6 points apiece, followed by Bemidji State and Northern Michigan, while Bowling Green, Tech, UAH, and the Alaskas were looking for their first conference points. Now, some of those teams had yet to play a conference game and had a chance to move up in the standings this past weekend, but we'll start with a trio of non-conference games. First up, the Battle of Minnesota, a home-and-home with the Mavericks and the Gophers. Friday night, the teams traded the first 2 goals, but Minnesota State scored the game's final 4 markers. Charlie Gerard and Nick Rivera gave the Mavericks a 3-1 lead in the second, and Mark Michaelis, a 2-time All-WCHA performer, had 2 goals and 2 assists to lead the Mavericks to a 5-1 win at Mariucci Arena. On Saturday in Mankato, the Mavericks scored twice in an 80-second span of the second period to erase a 1-0 deficit and beat the Gophers 2-1. Parker Toomey tied the score with a PPG, and Jake Jaremko, the 2017-18 WCHA Rookie of the Year, scored shorthanded for his first goal of the season and the game winner. Minnesota State has now beat the Gophers in 6 of their last 8 meetings. Next up, the melee in Michigan, with the boys from East Lansing and Big Rapids. Ferris State tried to rally late, but could not overcome Patrick Kodorenko's hat trick as the host Spartans won 5-3. On Saturday, a different story as the Bulldogs led from start to finish, treating the sellout crowd of 2,500 to a 4-1 win. Jason Fernsler and Oscar Andren scored in the first period, with Andren's goal the first as a Bulldog for the BU transfer. That would be your game winner. Liam McDougall and Jake Transit tallied second period markers for Ferris State, while freshman goaltender Ronnie Salmonkangas stopped 27 of 28 shots. We'll stay in Michigan for our final non-conference matchup with Lake State hosting the Wolverines. Senior Anthony Nellis turned in a 4-point performance with a goal and 3 assists. The Lakers rattled off 4 straight goals and improved to 5-0 with a 5-2 win. Nick Kossoff had a 28-save effort between the pipes. Braden Gelsinger scored on the power play, and Jacob Nordqvist netted his first collegiate goal. On Saturday, Anthony Nellis scored his second goal of the weekend for LSSU. Fellow senior Diego Cuglietta also lit the lamp, but Michigan earned the split with a 5-3 win. Nellis tied the game with a goal in the second, but Michigan scored 3 more times before the period ended to take command. Colin Sockman added a third period tally late for the Lakers. WCHA teams are now 6-3-1 in their past 10 non-conference games, a big improvement over last season. To the conference matchups, Friday night playing at home as a top 10 team for the first time since 2015. 9th-ranked Bowling Green opened league play against Northern Michigan, as freshmen Taylor Schneider and Sam Craigs each got on the scoreboard. Brandon Cruz scored in the third to give the Falcons a 3-1 win over the visiting Wildcats. Troy Logan scored the lone goal for NMU. On Saturday, Northern Michigan senior Atte Tolvanen, the reigning WCHA goaltender of the year, blanked the nation's leading offense with a 35-save shutout, the 10th of his career. Connor Franti and Phil Ballou both scored in the Wildcats' 2-0 victory. Michigan Tech on the road down in Huntsville. The Huskies' Justin Misiak opened the scoring in the second, while freshman defenseman Colin Swoyer followed minutes later with his first collegiate goal. UAH's Brandon Salerno lit the lamp in the third, but that was as close as the Chargers would get as the Huskies win 2-1. On Saturday, Jake Lucchini had a 3-point effort with 2 goals and an assist, including the eventual game winner. Madison Dunn was the only Charger to get on the board as the Huskies earned the sweep with a 4-1 win. And we finish up way up north with Bemidji in Anchorage. Freshman Owen Sillinger scored both BSU goals, and sophomore goaltender Henry Johnson made 18 saves for his first collegiate shutout, lifting the Beavers to a 2-0 win. Sillinger lit the lamp late in the first and then again late in the game to put things out of reach. Brody Clays was solid in the Seawolves net, making 29 stops. On Saturday, Zach Driscoll made 24 saves and pitched a shutout for 59 minutes and 3 seconds as the Beavers won 3-1. Charlie Combs and Brendan Harris scored for BSU in the second period, while freshman Alex Iarulo netted his first collegiate goal midway through the third. UAA sophomore Zach Masson scored his first career goal to avert a weekend shutout for the Seawolves. Now let's take a look at how the weekend affected the standings. The Beavers are all alone up top with 9 points in WCHA play, followed by 5 teams with 6 points, including the Bulldogs, Lakers, Huskies, Mavericks, and Wildcats. Bowling Green has 3, while the Nanooks, Chargers, and Seawolves are looking for their first conference wins. They'll have a chance next week, and here's what the schedule looks like. Tech at Ferris State, Alaska at Lake State, and Bowling Green is up in Anchorage. Our 2 non-conference matchups feature Cornell at Northern Michigan and Merrimack is in Bemidji. And we'll wrap things up with our WCHA Players of the Week. Our forward of the week is Minnesota State's Charlie Gerard. He had 4 points on a goal and 3 assists, helping Minnesota State to a non-conference sweep of Minnesota. The junior scored his first ever collegiate game-winning goal on Friday and assisted on the game-tying goal Saturday. Our defenseman of the week is Keegan Ford from Michigan Tech. Ford tied for the WCHA defenseman scoring lead with 3 points in Tech's league road sweep at Alabama Huntsville. The senior assisted on the game-winning tally each night while scoring his first goal of the season on Saturday. Our goaltender of the week is Northern Michigan's Ate Tolvanen. He held the nation's top-ranked offense to just 3 goals on the weekend as Northern Michigan earned a road split at Bowling Green. As I mentioned earlier, Saturday he made 35 saves for his 10th career shutout. And our rookie of the week is Jacob Nordquist from Lake Superior State. He had a terrific weekend, tying for the WCHA scoring lead amongst defensemen and topping all rookie skaters with 3 points, including the game-winning goal on Friday over Michigan. The freshman lit the lamp just 39 seconds into the second period Friday, giving the Lakers a 3-1 lead with his first collegiate goal. Be sure to hit us up on social media. We have a variety of platforms. And check out flowhockey.tv for live game coverage. You can sign up for monthly or season passes. That'll do it for now. Back with more next week. And until then, I'm Ryan Phelps saying so long from St. Paul.